Hi guys, what are we gonna do today? Yes, we are gonna do this snowman. So I just put him in a large 24-inch paper mache circle O, and I use that for the frame. But this is actually what I did it on. So we are gonna do this project, and then you can put him in your own O. Let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is just paint this shipping envelope, but you could use a board or whatever you want, and all I'm using is a gesso, but any white paint would work. Okay, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get my brush just a little bit wet, and I'm gonna add just a little gray in here. And my paint is still wet, so I'm just adding it in slightly in just different areas. But I'm gonna add a little more white in. Then I'm just gonna let this dry. So when I did him, I used a 24-inch paper mache circle, that's an O, and I put him behind here. You can see I've just taped him on. I would have to cut it and really adhere him really nicely, but that's kind of what I did on this one. This one I'm just gonna do it totally flat on here, but you can, find whatever frame or whatever you would like to do. So you want to make sure if you're using a frame, you need to line everything up, because you can see this is a little shorter in the inside. Since I'm not using a frame, I know I'll have room for the word snowman. And see, and put him here, and I'm going to take these words and cut them out and put them across the top. Okay, so I am just going to use some black paint, and I am going to stencil him on here. So I'm doing a dry brush technique, and I'm just using my stencil brush, dipping it into my paint and trying to get a lot of it off so you don't have any big blobby spots that will go underneath your stencil. And the trick to this really is just the up and down motion. So you just want to go up and down and up and down. And I'll have a link to the gal where I got this stencil. I'm probably not going to put this in a frame, so I think I'm going to just take the paint that's left on this brush and go around the edges of it. And so if you find a large paper mache O, I just painted it gray, just used a dark wax over it. Okay, we'll just let him dry. So I have my word snowman. Well, I'm gonna have to do another N here, but I'm just going to ink this up and stamp that right down there first. So we'll have this template for in the meadow we could build a, but you could always use any font and print out anything you would like. We'll just have this in there if you like this one. And I am just going to use some water and go around it and rip this out. And I just printed this on regular copy paper. Okay, so I've cut these out. Now I'm just going to decoupage these on here. And if I didn't tell you, this mailer is a 13 by 18 inch heavy duty cardboard mailer. Okay, we'll let him set and we'll get him waxed. Okay, so when I do these, I always do my clear wax first, especially on paper. And then you can add any other colors or a dark wax after you put your clear on. And so what I'm doing is I'm putting the dark wax mostly around the snowman and not in his body. And what's nice with this is since I put the clear on first, if I don't like how dark it is, I can rub a lot of it out. Okay, there we go. So I hope this seemed easy, and I hope you guys try this out. Stencil, stamps, a little decoupage, and let's see what you can come up with. But have fun.